Well, it's an important day, Mehmet, for Ukraine, for Russia. Do you have high expectations for these talks? Could we see the two sides make a similar deal to the prisoner swap that we saw during round one?
Efnan, in the last round of talks, in the second round of talks, actually in Istanbul, not very long ago, we had very high hopes that the sides could actually come together and a tangible achievement could come out of those meetings. But I think the glass was half empty, as you know, the prisoner exchange did take place, but still that high hope didn't actually meet a tangible outcome from that meeting. Nevertheless, I think the fact that they met last time and they're still meeting this time, despite the ongoing conflict and with Ukraine's attack on Russia yesterday, I think the fact that a platform has been established, it's still a success and a step closer to that ceasefire. Now that, after the last time's the hope that failed, now we're still taking this meeting with a grain of salt. And I think the expectations are not very high. Still, I think the fact that they're coming together, it's a big step in itself. So maybe the sides after yesterday's attack will rearrange their expectations, especially from the Moscow side. As you know, the Moscow side said yesterday, expect our response tomorrow, meaning today. So maybe that will be seen with today's meeting. Still, the sides have not come together. And I think when they come together, when they actually talk, if something comes out of that, anything, even if it is another prisoners exchange, maybe this time it will be mostly children and women, I think this is still a positive step towards that big ceasefire that we are hoping that will come very soon. As I think, the fact that both sides are applying some psychological pressure, and Ukraine's attack yesterday is very significant psychologically, but also in terms of material damage to the Russian side, it is very significant. And that will, of course, I think, overshadow maybe even the meeting today. But still, I underline the fact that they're coming together with Türkiye facilitating this meeting.
Right.
I think it's still a positive step towards ceasefire.
Let's talk a bit about Türkiye. It's obviously seen as an important mediator. Hakan Fidan met both of the leaders recently within the same week. Give us some insight on the leverage that Türkiye has over the two sides.
Well, Turkey has very good relationship with be it leader-to-leader relationship or at country level or diplomatically has good relations with both Russian side as well as the Ukrainian side and the Western side of the world. So that leverages Turkey to be able to communicate with one another, and also Turkey is acting as a bridge between the two in terms of delivering the message from either side. Mr. Fidan was in Moscow. He listened to the Moscow's expectations from this meeting, and then he traveled to Poland, and from Poland he took a train to Ukraine, and he delivered not only Moscow's messages to Ukraine, but also listened to Ukrainian side. And I think this leverage from as a bridge between the two countries, it gives Turkey a unique position, a position that not many countries around the world has right now within the framework of this conflict. Because Turkey wants a peace in its region, and this conflict is affecting Turkey directly at many levels. So, coming from this peace approach, or at least as a mediator that can not only influence both sides, but also act as a bridge between the sides, I think it gives Turkey a unique position diplomatically, where it facilitates this platform where the two sides can come together, and hopefully a ceasefire may come out of this. Maybe not this time. I'm not very hopeful for this time, but hopefully in the next round of talks, perhaps the sides can come closer to a ceasefire.
Okay, the editorial coordinator at Daily Sabah, Mehmet Celik. It's always a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for being with us.